what is sacrifice ratio, what is gain ratio, who is executor. These are the questions will be asked in this. There is a small format will be there. Just on the debit side what will come, credit side what will come. If you remember that format, P&L appropriation will be simple. If you learn revaluation, you can do admission, you can do retirement. Short period, if you are spending, revenue. Longer term, you are spending, capital. A warm welcome to one and all. This is your Radha sir here, lecturing Vidhyaashram Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence. Now we are almost in the climax of your accountancy and we are discussing the short or we can also call it as last day, last show. Yes, in this we are discussing the short your question paper pattern as well as which are the areas you are supposed to concentrate. The reason behind this video is you have almost 4 to 5 days for your examination, and in that 4 to 5 days of your examination, how you are supposed to prepare. What are the topics you are supposed to give more importance? Each and everything we will discuss in today's session. First thing, we'll go with your blueprint of your question paper. In this is a blueprint given by your pre-university board. Now, in this, we have part 1 as well as part 2. As you know that in your syllabus, you have part 1 and part 2. Under part 1, you have 5 units and part 2, you have again 6 units. Total how many units you have? You have total 11 units, or we can call it as chapters. Now, so first one, non-profit, partnership basic, admission of your partner, retirement along with death, and dissolution of partnership firm. The 1 mark, 2 mark will come later. We'll concentrate on your 6 marks and 12 marks. And POQ will come later. We have logic for POQ. If you follow that logic, that is more than sufficient. Maximum, if you spend 30 minutes for POQ, that is more than sufficient to score 10 marks. Now, so these are the topics you have. Remember, your 12 marks, how many questions you are supposed to attend? Only 4. Your 6 mark question, you are supposed to attend? Only 4. Your 6 marks also only 4. And your 12 marks also only 4 questions. So by attending only 8 questions, your marks will be around 72 marks. 48 plus 24, it will cover almost 72. Your 70% of the question paper covers with only these 2 topics. Now, your unit 1 non-profit organization, please don't prepare for 6 marks because as per the blueprint, you don't have any question for 6 marks. So you have to prepare only for what? 12 mark questions, like your income and expenditure account, balance sheet. Only 2 things. Sometimes you are supposed to prepare opening balance sheet also to find out capital fund. Then again, one more 12 mark question will be your admission of a partner. Unit 2, it is all about your basics of partnership. So we'll go with your 12 mark, 1 admission and 1 retirement along with 1 dissolution. Total you will get 4 questions from your part 1 only. Again, your 6 marks will be 2 questions from unit 2, your basics of partnership. I'll come back later. Which are the questions you will get? That I'll come one by one. Now we'll have idea of which unit will give you 6 mark, which unit will give you 12 mark. And your admission and retirement, out of 2, any 1 question will come for 6 mark. And one more is death of a partner. These are your part 1. The 1 mark and 2 mark, I'll come later. Similarly, I'll go to your part 2, that is your part 2 of your accountancy. Your part 2, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many units you have? Total you have 6 units. At the end, I'll give you logic, spending less time and scoring 100. How to do this? Spending less time and scoring 100. Don't concentrate on 5 plus 6, 11 units. It will be waste of time. If you want knowledge, yes, you have to, but do this after your examination. But for your examination, not only the knowledge, you need marks also. First, you concentrate on your marks. Then, in the part B, you have how many units? Total 6. In this, as per this, 1 mark and 2 mark will come later. POQ, as I said, will go with the logic at the end. And your 12 mark, we go with 1, 2. That will be from what? Issue of shares and issue of debenture. Issue as well as redemption of debenture. Then, again, we'll go with 2 things. One will be your ratios and one more will be your analysis of financial statement. These are the topic you are supposed to concentrate for 12 marks. So, from where you will get non-profit organization, your 12 marks I am telling, non-profit organization, admission, retirement, dissolution, issue of shares and issue and redemption of debenture, then your financial statement analysis ratios. These are the 12 mark questions you are supposed to concentrate. And what about 6 mark? 1, 2, 3, 4. One will be from cash flow, your financial statement and your issue of debentures. From there you will get your 6 mark question. This will be your question paper pattern blueprint. And whatever pattern I am explaining you, this is not the final one. Final one in the sense, I'll tell you logic where you have to pick. Now, whatever given by PU board, just I am showing you that. Now, your paper is about 192 marks paper. So, how much you are supposed to attend? Only 100. But how many marks you will get? 192 marks paper will be there. But you are supposed to attend only 100 marks. Almost half of the paper will be what? Options. You can skip even half of the paper to get your 100 out of 100. Now, we'll go with your 1 mark question. Now remember, 1 mark question where you are supposed to concentrate. 1 and 2 mark. If you have any guide or any college material or whatever material given by Vidhyaashram, so you have separate material for that 1 mark, 2 mark and POQ questions. All the 1 mark, 2 mark and POQ questions, everything which is covered under that material. Now, what you are supposed to do? So, the material is about 40 to 45 pages. So, should I study all the 45 pages? Answer is no. Why? Because how many units are there? There are total 5 units plus 6 units. Total there are 11 units are there in your examination. How much theory you are supposed to study? Remember this, very important. If you are studying theory for 1 mark, 2 mark, only study unit number 1. Unit number 2. This is all I am talking about part A. Part A means non-profit organization, your partnership basics, admission, retirement and dissolution. Now, unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Along with that, unit number 1. What is unit number 1? Issue of shares or accounting for shares. This much only you are supposed to prepare for 1 mark and 2 marks questions. Hope you got it. Yes. How many units are there? 11 units. Don't study theory for all the 11 units. Why? Because if you keep on studying for all 11 units, the total number of questions may cross around 150 questions. Can you spend time for 150 questions? Don't spend time. Why? Because your 1 mark question will be, how many questions will be there? Out of 12, you are supposed to attend only 8. Out of 12, you are supposed to attend how much only? 8. So that you will have 4 options in this. Hope you are clear. Yes. So which are the units you are supposed to concentrate? Unit number 1, non-profit organizations, study all theory. Second one, partnership basics, study all. Third one, admission of a partner, study. Retirement and death, yes, study. And dissolution, yes. These are the 5 units. Study all the theories. Sometimes same question will come for 1 mark. Sometimes same question will come for 2 marks. I'll give you an example. Partnership deed. Write any one content of partnership deed. 1 mark. Write any 2 contents of partnership deed. That will be 2 marks. What is sacrifice ratio? What is gain ratio? Who is executor? These are the questions will be asked in this. And 1 journal entry will be there. That will be for 2 marks. Regarding that, I'll tell you. Now 1 mark, what you are supposed to concentrate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Along with unit number 1 in part B. That will be what? Issue of shares are accounting for share capital. Hope you are clear with 1 mark question. So, in the 1 mark, you will get MCQ 3 and expand 1. Where do you get expand? The expand you will get it in your unit number debenture. From this unit only, they ask expand. So, what is DDR? Debenture reserve. So, what are these expansion you are supposed to do? 90% of the question will be asked from where? Issue of redemption of debenture. So, DRR means what? Debenture redemption reserve. So, that is the most important actually. Sometimes they will ask you new profit sharing ratio, that expansion, or your earning per share, EPS expansion. These kind of questions only they will be asked. Now, so these are your 1 mark question. Remember, out of 12 question, you are supposed to attend any 8. Hope you are clear with 1 mark. Which are the topics, which are the chapters you are supposed to concentrate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and unit number 1 from part B. If you thoroughly study these things, hardly it will come 10 to 12 pages. It will cover even 1 mark and 2 mark questions also. Now, I'll come to your 2 mark questions. Out of 8 questions, you are supposed to attend any 5. Out of 8, you are supposed to attend how many questions? Only 5. In this, which are the units you are supposed to concentrate? Part A, Part B. Unit number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And unit number 1, Part B. What is this? Issue of shares. Issue of shares. Hope you are clear. So, 1 mark also you have to prepare same units. For 2 mark also you are supposed to prepare same unit. Out of 11, if you prepare for 6 units for theory, that is more than sufficient for your examination. Hope you are clear. Half of the burden is reduced. Instead of preparing for all 11 units, prepare only for 6 units. You can attend all the 8 questions for 1 mark and you can attend all the 5 questions for 2 marks. So, what is the total marks weightage? 1 multiplied with 8, 8 and 5 into 2, it will be 10. Total, it will cover 18 marks. So, how much you scored now? 18 out of 18 if you study with this logic. Don't touch even 1 question also from other units, but whatever you are preparing for these 6, don't even leave even 1 question. If you are not touching extra question means you are not supposed to leave even 1 question from this while preparing. So, you are clear with 1 mark question and you are clear with your 2 mark questions. Now, we'll go with your 6 mark questions. Easiest logic I'll tell you. For 6 marks, what you are supposed to do? Now, for 6 marks, you are supposed to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, how many questions will be there in your examination? There will be 8 questions will be there. How much you are supposed to attend? You are supposed to attend any 4. I'll tell you which are the questions. First one, P&L appropriation. First one will be what? Profit and loss appropriation. What is the second one? Second one will be interest on drawings. Second question will be what? Interest on drawings. What is the third one? The third one will be called as your new profit sharing ratio, sacrifice ratio, or gain ratio. So next question will be what? New profit sharing ratio, gain ratio, or sacrifice ratio. Question number 4 will be issue of debentures. And the next one will be your death of a partner. Death of a partner. And the next will be your ratios. Any one question from ratios. And the next one will be cash flow. Cash flow statement. So how many topics are covered? See, profit and loss appropriation account, and from your unit number 2. Unit number 2 again, interest on drawings account. Unit number 3, admission and retirement. You will get new profit sharing ratio, sacrifice and gain ratio. Then your issue of debenture, there will be one question will be there. Death of a partner, one question. And your ratio analysis, there will be one question. Cash flow statement, one question. And next one is balance sheet or profit and loss account, financial statement. Now, these are your 6-mark questions. Now, how many questions will be there in your examination? 8. How many questions you are supposed to attend? Only 4. I'll tell you the logic, easiest way, so that if you spend almost 2 hours for your 6 mark, that is sufficient. I'll tell you. Now, see, as per the format, preparation of profit and loss, calculation of interest on drawing. There are 2 methods are there. One is product, one more is average. And new profit sharing ratio or sacrifice ratio or your gain ratio. Then calculation of new profit sharing ratio, and next one calculation of gain ratio, and preparation of deceased partner capital or your executor's account. Journal entries in issue of debenture, preparation of balance sheet, and preparation of statement of profit and loss account. Then calculation of liquidity current ratio, calculation of 3 solvency ratio, preparation of cash flow, ascertainment of cash flow. So these are the blueprint given by the PU board. I made it simple actually. These you have to concentrate only this. Instead of seeing all 3 slides, this is more than sufficient for your examination. Now I'll tell you how to learn your 6-mark questions. Now, P&L appropriation, never skip, learn, because easiest way to learn P&L appropriation, there is a small format will be there. Just on the debit side what will come, credit side what will come. If you remember that format, P&L appropriation will be simple. Out of 8, 1 question is compulsory, done. Interest on drawings, both are easy, product method and average method. Out of 2, 1 will be asked, but 90% they will go with product method only, but never neglect average method. Sometimes they may ask you average also. So first one, second one. What is the third one? So I don't suggest your gain ratio and sacrifice ratio. If you are good at gain and sacrifice, please go for that. If you are not good at calculation of ratios, don't go for 6 marks. For the next 6 marks, go with issue of debenture. Easiest one. You know all the issue of shares journal entry. Application, allotment, first and final call. Done? Yes. Similarly, application, allotment, first call. Up to that, they will ask you for 6 marks. Wherever you are writing bank account data to share application, instead of that, bank account data to debenture account. That much only you are supposed to do. No calculation, no extra adjustment. Easiest one, never leave this issue of debenture for 6 marks. You are done with 3 questions. Then question number 4 will be death of a partner. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. How many questions you are supposed to attend? Any 4 out of 8. So go with P&L appropriation, learn thoroughly, work out all the problems. Go with interest on drawings, thoroughly you do that. Issue of debenture, easiest one. Death of your partner, it is nothing but executor's account. You are done? Yes. After that, if you want, one more easiest one means your ratios. If you are good at ratios, you can go for ratios, because if you learn the ratios, you can attend 6 marks and you can attend 12 marks. So go with ratios. Your question number 5 will be what? Ratios. 90% they will ask you current ratio, current asset, or your quick ratio, quick asset and divided by current liability. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of 5, you are supposed to attend only 4. Clear? So there are 8 questions are there. Don't prepare for 8 questions. Prepare only for 5. Out of 5, any 4 is sufficient. If you are done working off all the 8, go with 8. But if you want, like you have very less time, which one we are supposed to prepare is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one will be optional. So these are the topics are more than sufficient for your examination. As I told you, go with the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want, you can go with the 5th one also. If you're not good at ratios, what will be the next option, sir? Yes, if you're not good at ratios, please go with your cash flow statement. Easiest one, you can go with your cash flow statement. If you want to leave ratio, if you want to skip ratios, you can go with cash flow statement. So these are the topics. Please remember this. 1, 2, 3, 4 must be your first option, and later you can go for, out of these 3 you can select any one as a safety. Now, so we are done with your 6 mark, and directly I'll go to your 12 mark questions. These are your 12 mark questions. Out of 8 problems, 4 problems are sufficient. I'll make it small as well as brief, so that instead of going one by one, I'll make it small. Now, how many questions will be there in the examination? Your 12 mark, they will be 8 questions. Which are those 8? Now, the first one will be, your first question will be your non-profit organization. Second one, admission of a partner. Third one, retirement of a partner. And the fourth one, dissolution of partner. Fifth one, issue of shares. And the sixth one, debentures, issue and redemption of debentures. And the seventh one, ratios. And the eighth one, comparative or common size balance sheet. These are the topics you have for your 12 marks. Now, out of 8 questions are there, sir, should we study all 8? The answer is no. So if I suggest which are the strongest one or where you can get more marks or out of marks. Now, in this admission of a partner, please don't leave this topic, because if you learn admission of a partner, it will be bonus for you. That is your retirement. 80% of the format same. Your revaluation, partner's capital, balance sheet. Exactly you can write for retirement also. If you learn revaluation, you can do admission, you can do retirement. If you learn partner's capital, same thing for admission, same thing for retirement, except in case of admission, we give only for existing. In case of retirement, we give everything for all the 3 partners. Now, dissolution of a partner, it is just copy paste work. All the assets you will copy, all the liabilities you will copy. So where we can find all these problems? We have solved complete model question paper. There you will get the solution for all this. With explanation we have done. If you follow that, the same thing will come for examination, but only numbers will change. Then admission will be your option number 1. Retirement will be your option number 2. Dissolution will be your option number 3. Compulsory options I am telling. Then issue of shares. Please don't leave this topic, because easiest one, whatever numbers they have given, multiply with application, multiply with allotment, multiply with first and final call. Along with you have forfeiture, nothing but cancellation also. So your 4 questions are done. Your 12 marks question, how many will be there? 8. How much you are supposed to attend? Only 4. Which are the first option? Admission, retirement, dissolution, issue of shares. These are more than sufficient for your 12 mark question. Sir, we want one extra. One extra in the sense, safer side. Which one we can go? Please go for comparative and common size. Hope you are clear. If you want extra question, please go for comparative and common size. The easiest one. If you know the format, just you have to find out the difference and percentage. Clear? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 5. Whatever I am suggesting here, it is not compulsory. I am telling you to do this. Clear? If you are very good at debenture, please go for debenture. If you are very good at ratios, you know all the ratios, you already mugged up and everything, please go for ratios. The whatever suggestion I am giving, that is the best option I am giving. So if you feel that these are the easy, you can go for that. Or else if you are freshly starting your accountancy, please follow this 1, 2, 3, 4. Along with, if addition you need, you can go with comparative and common size. Sir, we have done non-profit organization. Only 2 accounts, income and expenditure and balance sheet. Can we go for that? Please, you can go for that. So that instead of this, you can go for this one. Whatever I am suggesting, these 4, please don't leave. Along with these 4, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, anything you want, your wish, you can choose. Hope you are clear. For 6 marks, which one I suggested? 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be extra. For 12 marks, I suggested 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be extra. Your question paper pattern will be whatever I have written, exactly all 8 questions from these topics only. Hope you are clear. Yes. So why I am explaining all this means you can plan better. Instead of spending time, see, you spend time on all 8 questions, but in exam, how many questions you will attend? Only 4. What about balance 4 you learned? Waste only? Yes. That is the reason. If you want knowledge, yes, after exam. If you want marks, follow this plan. Clear? Yes. So once we done with your 6 mark, 12 mark, your 1 mark and 2 mark, the last topic will be what? Your POQ. In POQ also we have logic. How many POQs are there? There are total 15 POQs are there. Later I'll go out of the screen so that you can take screenshot of all. Now, how many POQs are there? 15. So how many POQs will be asked in the examination? They will ask you total 4. Out of 4, you are supposed to attend only 2. So just to attend 2 questions, we should study all 15. The answer is no. So I have divided your POQ into 2 parts. So part 1 will be 8 questions. Part B will be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Another 7 questions. See, don't go with part B. Study only part A. You are supposed to learn 8. Out of 8, how much will come in your examination? 2. So 2 are compulsory. So why should we study all 8? So it is difficult. It is not difficult. I'll tell you how it is. Now see. Classify the following item into capital and revenue. So this will be your unit number 1, non-profit organization. Simple one. Anything you are spending for short time, short period, it will be revenue. Anything you are spending for long period, it will be capital. Hope you got the logic. Short period, if you are spending, revenue. Longer term, you are spending capital. I'll give you example. Purchase of bike. You tell me whether it is revenue or capital. Bike is capital. Why? Because you will not purchase bike every month. It will be once in lifetime, once in 5 years, once in 10 years. So it will be capital. Salary, revenue. Why? Because every month you will get rent, revenue. Printing and stationery, revenue. Electricity bill, revenue. Purchase of land, good. It will come under capital. This much only logic. See the question. If you feel that repeatedly you will do that, revenue. See that once in a lifetime, once in a year you do that, capital. See, life membership fees. Life membership fees will be paid once in your lifetime. So it will come under what? Capital. Subscription. Every month you do your cable subscription, electricity, water. These things comes under revenue. Hope you are clear how to classify. Yes, your unit number 1, whatever theory notes I have given this classification. Please have eye over on that so that easy to find out. So your one question is done out of 8. Yes. Second one, prepare receipt and payment account. It is nothing but your cash book. Simple one. Receipt amount, payment amount. Under receipt, salary received, rent received, commission received, subscription received. Over. Payment side, salary paid, rent paid, traveling expenses. Over. Close that. Opening cash balance, closing cash balance. You are done with the receipt and payment. Within 2 minutes you can learn. And how do you treat the following in the absence of partnership deed? This will be bonus for you if you get in your POQ. See, profit sharing ratio equal. Interest on capital, no. Interest on drawings, no. Interest on advance, 6%. Remuneration to partners, no. Done. You got easily your 5 marks. Out of 8 questions, how much we solved? 1, 2, 3, we are completed. I'll go to the next one. Write 2 partners' current account. Anyhow, you're doing your admission of your partner. Anyhow, you're learning your partner's capital account. That is only your fixed capital and fluctuating capital. 2 methods are there so that in your admission and retirement, you will learn these 2. You're not learning extra. It is a part of your admission and retirement. Then, write 2 partners, same thing. Out of 8, we have completed with 5. Next one, profit and loss appropriation account form with 5 imaginary figures. So it will be your financial statement. Simple format is there. Please remember that format. So it is already given in your theory notes along with POQ. This is very important. Prepare executor's loan account. Your death of a partner. This is many times they have repeated executor's loan account. And the last one, give the disclosure requirement pertaining to share capital in notes. This is your model question paper. Recently, I have done your PU board model question paper. In that POQ, they have given this question. Please watch that model question paper. In that, I have solved this with answer. So that, how many questions are over? 8 questions. How much time required to learn all this? Max to max 60 minutes. I am giving you maximum. Don't you have 1 hour with you? If you have 1 hour, your 10 marks will be yours. Clear? Complete your 1 mark questions. Only how many units? Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6th unit. And that will cover your 1 mark and 2 mark questions. And so what is our 6 mark? I have given you which are the topics we are supposed to concentrate. And what will come for your 12 marks? That is also I have given you which are the topics you are supposed to concentrate. And what are the POQ questions? So these are the POQ questions, that is part A. No sir, I don't want to go for part A. Should I go for part B? Yes. So I don't want to study all the 8 questions. I am happy with 7 questions. Yes. You skip all this. You learn only these 7. Out of these 7 also you will get 2 questions. For your POQ, I am giving you 2 options. Learn this or learn this. Out of 15, I made it into 2 parts. Option 1, option 2. The option is yours. If you are going for this, study all 7. If you are going for this, study all 8. Don't go with the numbers. Go with the easy. This one is easy compared to your part B. So this one also it is left to you. Pro forma, statement of profit and loss, name the major heads, prepare comparative statement, common size, pro forma of cash flow, accounting standard 3, classify the inflow and outflow. These are the topics you have. The option is yours. You can choose any one. Hope you are clear. Now, I'll go back to all the previous screens so that you can take screenshot. So, this is a blueprint part 1, blueprint part 2, your 1 mark questions from where you will get and what is the logic. Your 2 mark question from where you will get and what is the logic. These are the 6 mark question. Don't go with the format. I have given you the logic on the left side. Please follow those 8 questions. And these are the 12 mark questions. You are supposed to follow out of 8, any 4. The option is yours, but I have given you suggestion. So these are the POQ questions. See, from question 1 to 5, 6 to 8. Remember this. Remember, this is part A and this is part B. If you go with part A, complete all the part A, complete all the part B. So this is a part A and this is part B. Yes. So we are done with your logic as well as magic what we have in the accountancy. And so what you are supposed to study? Yes, whatever I have mentioned, you have to follow that if you want to score 100 out of 100. So where we can study? Whatever your college notes, our college videos are there, that is sufficient. So we have less time. How to complete all this? So recently we have worked out your model question paper. Complete from 1 mark till your POQ, we have completed. What is the use means? Not only we solve the problem, along with that, the logic, format, everything is explained. So in the same video, in the description box, you have the link of model paper part 1, part 2, part 3. Please watch all part 1, part 2, part 3, which are already there in the description box of this video. Watch that. Later you follow this method. If you are going for 12 marks admission, retirement, dissolution, issue of shares, watch only those 4 problems from the model question paper. Your model question paper along with your preparatory paper of your PU board, that is more important. Why? Because 80% of the paper which are repeated from PU preparatory paper as well as your PU board model paper. So that don't depend on that. If you follow this logic, that is 100%, I can give you guarantee you can score 100 out of 100. So whatever you select, please give your 100% effort in that. That is more than sufficient. So please watch all the model paper which are there in the link along with your sure shot. That is sufficient for your examination. Thank you.